Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Skool Morning Show. This is our daily show where we talk about online communities, but mostly school. And today is our silly, happy, awesome, fun day where we just chat and do all kinds of fun stuff. And normally it's our most active day, so I'm curious if you guys are, if you're with us today. I'm Eric. I'm here with
Yes.
Jenna.
Hello. I feel like Thursdays are one of my favorite days because we don't have much prep work because all we're doing is just hanging out with you guys, and we have usually a theme. You picked the theme this time. Do you want
I
to share
did.
what it is?
Yes, it is. Hills to die on. Hills to die on.
Nice. Did you record that ahead of time?
I did.
That's great.
Well, we talked about we need more some fun sound effects, so I thought maybe I'd throw that in.
All right. Well, before we get started, because I know we are switching times, I'll explain the time thing in just a minute, but I came prepared with some dad jokes.
Oh, I always love a good dad joke. I'm ready.
All right. So, ready? Why did the cheddar cheese decide to go to the gym?
Cheddar cheese. Oh, I'm terrible at these. Just tell me.
To get shredded.
Yeah, I should have guessed that one. That's pretty good. That's pretty
Well,
good.
Why did the chicken go to the gym?
Same reason he crossed the road.
No, because he had to work on his pecs.
Just imagining a chicken just running around just pecking at people. In a
Yeah.
gym.
There's plenty more, but I think that's good for right now.
Oh, there's more where that came from. If you're here
Yeah.
for dad jokes, we got it.
We got plenty of dad jokes. Well, to explain the time change, we tested some times, and we think about 9:30 a.m. CST time, so Central Time Zone is going to be the best. So that's probably what we're going to do for a while. Is around this time frame. This is when we'll be going live instead of the earlier time zone, because we have people all around the world that will be watching, and right now the majority are going to be in the US, and so we have people that are going to be on like Eastern. And then when you start to think about the people on like the California time, it's 7:30 a.m. for them. So
You're right.
it's
A little
probably
early.
best that we just keep it at 9:30 for now.
Yep, I like it. I think this time works better for me anyway. So if you guys like it, I like it.
I know. I had a great morning. I wasn't rushing or feeling
Yeah.
like, oh my gosh, I need like a gallon of coffee.
I know that's the
know?
way it's been. Yeah, this is much, much better.
Yeah. And you want happy host, right?
Yes.
That'll be what we say. If you want a happy host, we need to do this at 9:30.
And remember, guys, if you would like to comment, drop them in the What is School post. Should be the pinned post. Just drop it in there, and I will throw your comments up on screen. Or if you want to, type in the YouTube. I'd prefer you do it in the school, but either one, I'll throw it up on screen.
Yes. So, hills you would die on. What does that mean? Can you explain,
Hills
Eric?
to die on. Hills to die on. It's like your hot takes. So this is like something that you believe with your whole chest that may be controversial. Maybe not everybody will believe, what you're talking about, but you believe it. So this is a hill you will die on. This might get messy, and I'm curious what your hills to die on are down in the comments. And Jenna, also what your hills to die on are too. But should we start with a silly one, or should we start with a fun one, or a serious one?
Either way, let's start with yours, because this is going to be interesting to see if we agree on these hills to die on or if we disagree.
Okay, let me
So
think.
I'm really interested to hear.
Okay, here's a really simple one that is very controversial. I think that cats are better than dogs in every way. In every way.
No.
Yeah.
All
Well,
right, we're going to be arguing today.
Let me tell you my reasoning, okay?
Okay.
Cats let's start with dogs. Dogs, I have to take it outside to go to the bathroom several times a day. I have to give it baths. I have to give it haircuts. It's like a lot of work. And for me, I don't have a lot of time to take care of a creature like that. My cats, I could leave for a couple days and they would be all right. They clean themselves. They go to the bathroom. They're easy. They're so much easier than a dog. And for someone who's busy, I'd rather have an easy animal like that.
No. I mean, okay, all right. I know that school we have the school cats, so we appreciate cats, right? I love how sassy a cat is too. Like
Yes.
I love that they would just like look at you like straight into your soul and then just like knock something over. Love that. But a dog is going to always be there for you, right? Like they they eagerly await for you to be there, and they're willing to come over and hang out with you. It's like they love you is what it feels like. And a cat, it's like you could live or die and it doesn't matter is what it feels like sometimes.
Well, I'll say for
So
my cats, they do act like dogs. Like they follow me everywhere I go. My cats kind of act like dogs. Another reason why I prefer cats, especially if you have like a son, is it teaches your kids consent. Like because oh, you can pet it right now, and then all of a sudden it decides it doesn't want you touching it. And so having a cat has been a good way of teaching my son consent. And so that's just like another parenting reason is why I like cats over dogs.
all right, well, I feel like loyalty is something that dogs teach to children. And so we could go on and on.
One
But,
last thing. Wait, one last thing about dogs.
Okay.
They make me angry because I used to have a neighbor and their dog would bark 24/7 and keep me up all night long. And maybe that's just my own personal problem. I have a vendetta against dogs. But yeah, cats for life.
You are so funny. All right. Well, to bring it back to something that's business related, because we
Okay.
can have both. We can have share the hills that we would die on, whether it's business related or not. I am so focused on business that my first one's going to be business.
Oh, Lord.
I believe that like the hill that I will die on is that the people that constantly feel like they're getting nowhere with their business, their community, their school, know exactly what they need to be doing and they're just not doing it.
Yeah. That's true. And most of the time it's probably traffic related.
Well, traffic related, showing up or having a call, making like obviously traffic related would be like making content, but sometimes they're just not doing the things that they know they should do. And that is why they're still stuck and they keep asking. They'll ask so many different people for like, what do I do to fix this? What do I do? And they're like, they hear the same answer and they're like, oh, I know I should be doing this. And then they never do it. And so to me, like,
Marianne.
yeah,
Hello, Marianne.
we got Marianne in the house.
What do you think is the reason why that they don't do it? Is it just because they're looking for a silver bullet that's a lot easier, or is it like I don't think it's laziness. I don't think that's the reason. But what do you think of why they won't do it usually?
Oh, there could be tons of reasons why. I mean, there's reasons why even if they know what they should do, they would go pay like $1,700 for like a coaching or something like that, and then get told the same thing. But they feel like they've at least done something by paying for it. It's that they pay for the cost of like not doing it. I think a lot of it has to do with almost like a self-sabotage.
Yeah, that could be
Kinda
it. It could be
thing.
like a they don't even realize it, but it's some kind of money mindset problem where if they succeed, then there's just something in their brain that doesn't feel safe. I don't know.
And then there's the other thing. It's when something feels so simple to do, it's also simple for them not to do. That was a Jim Rohn quote, or I probably maybe messed it up just a little bit, but it's essentially it's like you're telling me something easy, like get in front of my camera and record, or get on a Loom and record and make this content and put that content out, or let me go ahead and schedule a call. Well, what if nobody shows up? They give themselves all these excuses to just not do something. And they're like, well, I'm going to try to get commitment out of people. Well, why would they commit if you're not even committed to it? You know?
Yeah. And a lot of times
So-
it's like it's an all or nothing thing too. It's like, well, get on a Loom and start making content. Well, it's like, no, I want to be the best content creator in the world, so I need to get all these setups and microphones and cameras, and I'm just not going to do it if I don't have all that. It's like, no, just you're overcomplicating it.
In fact, you ready for another hot take? Another hill I
I'm
will
always
die
ready.
on?
I'm ready for it.
There are no shortcuts.
What?
I really don't believe that there are any shortcuts.
Why?
In fact, most people, I feel like they say there's a shortcut or they keep looking for those shortcuts, and actually they spend more time trying to make a shortcut work than actually just going and doing the damn thing.
Right.
You know?
Right. But we all want that shortcut. And the problem is, like, a lot of these coaches will sell the shortcut. And so they'll buy it because that's what they're hoping. Cheryl says that inner perfection creeps in. That's what we were talking about earlier with that overcomplicating it, and you just want to be the very best, but you can't be the very best until you take that first step. And so you may have to do it, maybe like not exactly how you want to do it at first.
Another hot take. Most of the successful people don't ever strive for perfection. Like the most successful people don't. They just go for it. Yep. All right, you give me a hill to die on because I have so many. Apparently.
Oh my gosh. This isn't a hill to die on, but I want to make one more comment about what we were talking about. Some of the best coaches that I've been with or like met ask more questions than they answer questions. And so I don't know if that's a hill to die on or just like a good little nugget there.
Would that be more of like the hill to die on would be like asking more questions is the way to coach better?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
The ones that don't, that are just lecturing?
Because like you said, the person knows what they need to do, but they might need somebody to ask them so they can answer it themselves and make it feel like it's their own idea. You know what I mean?
Yep. I get, it's funny. Sometimes I have a couple of people with coaching stuff and we'll be working through something and they ask me for an answer and I go, well, and then I ask them to figure out the answer because I know they know it. That's the thing. Yep. But sometimes, and I think this is why coaching is still needed, is because even if you know the answer, right? You're going to want somebody to help draw it out of you. And then most people need the reassurance that is the right answer. Yep,
exactly. Cheryl again says, I agree. Keeping it messy and effectively good is all we need. Yep. Messy action. That's the best way to do it. Exactly. All right. Let me give you another hill to die on here. We'll go back and forth. Let's do another fun one. This is one that I think everybody has an opinion on. That pineapple does belong on pizza. I said it. It does.
I agree with you.
Do you really?
Yes.
Okay. The only reason that I might disagree was when someone says, "Go ahead, eat your fruit pizza." I don't like the idea of a fruit pizza. I don't think of pineapple as a fruit.
What is it then?
Now
we're gonna argue.
Is pineapple a fruit?
Pineapple is definitely a fruit. What the heck?
But it's so good, especially when you like pair it with like jalapenos or like something like some kind of pepper and make it a little bit spicy. Oh man, it's so freaking good.
See, I'm allergic to jalapenos, so no thanks. But
no. And there's the one. Yes, a pineapple does belong on pizza. A +1 for that. I guess everybody agrees. If you don't think pineapple belongs on pizza, let us know.
I think that pineapple belongs on some pizzas. That's the difference.
Okay.
It's not every pizza needs pineapple on it.
I disagree.
Could you imagine having like chicken bacon ranch pizza with pineapple on it? Ew.
Chicken bacon ranch. No, bacon and pineapple go really good together.
Chicken bacon ranch. It's a white sauce with chicken. You have onions and green bell peppers, and then obviously like the chicken and the bacon. So, and then the ranch drizzled on top. It does not. Ranch and pineapple do not go together.
Okay. I'll give you that one. And for everybody that is just joining, we are doing our hills to die on. Hills to die on. If you have a hill that you want to die on, could be anything. Could be fun related. Could be business related. Drop it in the comments, and we will chat about it. Do you have another hill to die on that you want to talk about?
I think we have another person that agrees, and I think you should grab both of the screenshots.
Oh, yep. I did not even see that. Thank you so much. This has to do with our pineapple belonging on pizza. Let me pull this up real quick. James says, let me read this real quick. Oh, yeah. Sausage, pineapple, and jalapeno is the best. Actually, the last pizza I got was pineapple, jalapeno, and pepperoni. Heat and sweet in one bite. I'm not a big sausage fan. I'm not a really big fan of sausage pizza or Canadian bacon, but yeah, pineapple, absolutely.
Oh, I love Canadian bacon. I am going to have to let you share the next one because my kid decided to put himself in a precarious position.
Oh no.
So I must save him. Just a moment. I'll be right back.
Okay, let me pull up another hill to die on that we can all talk about. Let me pull up this comment real quick from Cheryl. She says that she loves the voiceover. Thank you so much. We're going to have a lot more hills to die on. Maybe I should just do a new voiceover every single day. All right, let's do another hill to die on here unless somebody else has got one. All right, here's another. I'm not going to do another business one until you get back. Oh, are you back?
All right, I am back.
Okay, so let
And
me
I
do
can still hear you. I have headphones.
Okay, good. Well, let me do a business one since we just did a fun one. I think you're going to agree with me on this one, so it may not be too good of a conversation. I think that if you are a school community owner, that you need to be going live every day, or at least some, because it's really, really good. But it doesn't matter on what platform. I think if you're comfortable on TikTok, you should go live on TikTok. If you prefer YouTube, we're live on YouTube right now because that's where you've built your content at. You can go live on LinkedIn. You can go live on Substack. You can go live on Twitter, X, Facebook, Instagram. Literally every platform has a way to go live on it. And if you are making content somewhere, you should also be going live because it's only going to help you.
Yeah, I think that I would totally agree with that, and I'll die on that hill with you because if people are saying, oh well, I just need to go make content and I don't want to go live and do the content, well then you're never gonna get really good at talking on your feed. Mm-hmm. Like you'd have to go. You're making it now two problems that you need to overcome. You need to make content and you need to learn how to talk on your feed. Yep. So going live is gonna help with like the best of those, and you'll just get better at talking as you continue. Mm-hmm. And then
sounds like a Gary V. Hill. It does. I've been going live for over 2 years now, and he's finally catching up to me.
Gary V's been the people on mobile can't see, just so you know.
Okay.
The Gary V's been going live for like 20 years.
That's true. He has. I didn't even think about that. He's going live on what was that website called? It was one of the first live streaming platforms back in like 2005 that he started going live on. So yeah, I guess he's been ahead of me.
Have you ever heard of? Because I've always been on like watching where all these different live things have popped up. Were you ever on Periscope?
Yes, I remember Periscope. I guess that was one of the earlier ones.
That was one of my favorite ones.
Yeah.
I made so many. I wasted so much time on Periscope. But you could go click on the map and just find different people, and you'd find some random crazy things. So, but then you'd find some really good stuff.
Yeah, I mean, and then now you got Whatnot, which is kind of similar. It's more for like buying stuff, but
yeah, that's more of like auctioning things.
Yeah, TikTok shops, huge live streaming. Cheryl says, I like the idea of doing a faceless live. Yeah, that's all I used to do. I mean, that's all I'm doing now is faceless lives. But before I was live streaming with you, I was doing faceless lives, and it works great. It really does. If you're building connection with your audience, if you're doing TikTok, it's really, really great top of funnel because you're just getting all of these new people getting introduced to you for the first time. Yeah. If you're not doing it, you need to start.
I can say, so let me see how I'm going to say this because I do have an NDA signed for this part.
Uh-oh.
Okay, this is how I'll say it. I do know if you want to really connect with your audience, if you're doing a faceless live, make sure you try to do it from a point of view standard.
Yeah, that's what I always did.
So if you do it from a point of view standard, the audience, they really like that. So
yeah.
That's a tip I can share.
Is there like a particular way? Like, so how I always would do it is like I would have the camera pointed at like a screen or like a whiteboard or something.
It doesn't matter. So like if somebody is cooking, do it from a point of view. Have the like the cutting board in front of you.
Hmm.
Use the knife, chop things. Well, be careful with the knife thing because sometimes you can. I think tomorrow we're going to talk about like the things you can and can't do on social media.
Hmm.
But then you can also, if you're drawing, be make it where they can see your arms as if they're the ones drawing.
Yeah, and you can get these little things that go around your neck that you can put your phone in, and
Mm-hmm.
it'll look like it's from your point of view. Or you could just set up a tripod and point it down. That's what I always did when I was doing TikTok shop with the different products. I would like have a little. I'd have my tripod set up, pointed down at the product, and it.
Yeah,
Worked
and
great.
you can look up like POV. POV is how you would spell it if you're trying to look and get inspiration from others. But there's even people that do fishing. I saw the other day, me and my son were just watching some lives where they were doing spear fishing for flounder, and it was in a point of view, so it was faceless. And we've also watched like people doing the metal detecting. So there's
Oh,
a
that's
metal
so fun.
detector school. Like
Yeah,
they could be doing that
that would be
and be
great.
getting people.
The lady that just won the school games, she did her lives on YouTube cooking. Um, that one wasn't POV. That was actually on her, but still similar idea. Did you get the POV live stream that I sent to you yesterday? It's a guy.
The guy that boiled the
Yeah,
vacuum.
yeah. He
That
boils
was so
stuff.
weird.
Oh my god, he's so freaking funny. But he boils random things, and it's a POV shot of him boiling things. He boils all kinds of stuff. That's his whole content. It's hilarious.
That's funny. Yeah, you find the most random things. You send it,
I
and I'm
know.
like, oh my goodness. I'm like, how would you even make that into a business? But I'm like,
I don't. I'm not sure you
yeah, I
could
don't know.
actually. James, that's another Hill to Die on. Send video messages to everyone. We didn't talk about this the other day with Arden, but I think that's how one of the best ways you can do onboarding.
Mm-hmm.
You could send a Loom, or like I was doing. Anytime someone made a post, I try to reply with a video instead, just because it builds that personal connection a little bit more. And it's like, holy crap, this guy just filmed a whole video for me. Wow, I'm gonna stick around forever.
Yeah, that's true.
Hmm.
I would say, let's go to another hill to die on. I know this is maybe controversial, especially because we're on Skool. But if you don't embrace AI, then you won't have a business in a few years. That is a hill I will die on.
Is it really? Because I would
Yeah,
say the opposite.
I really am gonna die on this hill. It's like if you don't learn how to embrace AI, and I'm gonna give an exception to this. Like if you're maybe if you are a farmer, like maybe you don't need it because you're gonna always have like you should be able to find your people that are in demand. But if you're doing business or being on even in community, if you don't embrace technology in the way that it's going, then I do think that you are not going to survive in the future because there's so many things that you can use AI for, and not in the way to replace humans, right? This isn't to like disagree and think, oh, it's because it would replace you. It's because the people that are embracing it and using it as a tool will be able to outperform you in every way. That is my hill to die on.
Would you like to hear my rebuttal?
Sure.
I agree. I think you should use it as a tool. But I think on the other side of the spectrum, it's just like how live events are going to become such a big thing soon because the pendulum is always going to swing the other direction. I think AI is going to make human-made content specifically, or human-made anything, that much more valuable because there's going to be such a wave of things being made by AI, as far as like AI art, AI content, AI anything, that it's actually going to make the human stuff more valuable because there's going to be less of it.
Right. But I think what's going to happen is if let's say there's two people that are willing to go live, right?
Mm-hmm.
You have a person that's willing to do content and willing to go live, which an AI is not going to replace because they can tell it's a human. And they don't want anything to do with AI. They're like, no AI, right?
Yep.
Then you have the person on the other side that is doing the same exact things as this person, but they've incorporated AI to help them with their business besides, like, and it does all the work for them that isn't being on live. So that person could go live more because that person isn't going to have the same things that the other person that didn't use AI helping them with. In fact, they might even be able to go live and hit more topics that people are going to want to hear about because their AI could actually go and, like, they could have an AI agent that constantly is like monitoring what's working and what's not working. And the other person wouldn't know that.
I like what Cheryl says, needs to be incorporated in some shape or form. I don't think, like, I do not like AI content, like content that's made, like when you have like a fake person, and it's getting to the point where it almost looks like it's fooling 90% of people at this point. But I don't personally like it just because I feel like you're less likely to get a sale with that versus if it was just your own voice and your own video. That's just me personally.
I think that's where there's a confusion too. The way that you keep saying it and you word it is you keep going back to content or taking the human element versus like looking at how many other things could that AI thing be doing for you.
I guess like it just depends how you
background.
use it. It depends how you use it.
Yeah. Marianne says, I agree. Whoever is not familiar with AI is going to be left behind just because it can save you so much time and you can focus on getting better at everything else. Yeah.
I just don't think it's there yet. Like, because so many people will post AI posts in school, and you can tell that copy was written by AI, like 99% of the time. And so I just don't feel like it's.
I think you're focusing on the things that were like. I think you missed the point of what I was saying. Is that I'm not saying it replaces the human. I'm saying that you need to be using it in tools and ways that actually help you. So all of the things, like all the different tasks that don't need to be done by you, need to be done by AI. And if somebody is going to take the time to do it, there's people that use AI like for their posts, right? I think that if they're using it for their post and they're just using like AI itself to write the post completely for themselves, they are not using it correctly. They are actually going to get they're going to get burned at the stake because people are not going to want that.
I want art and intellectual. That's what I want.
Art and intellectual, yeah. But it's like all the ways that you're thinking of it as are the ways that I'm not saying that they should use it. They're not even using it to its full potential yet. They're using it in a lazy way versus a strategic way.
AI speed will be second to none. I say use it for behind the scenes to push the human aspect for content.
Yeah, and it's only going to get better. Like AI is only going to increase and in its knowledge and its speed and understanding, and in the future we're going to have better versions of it. It's not like we're going to get a worse version of it. We might get a scarier version.
And that's probably where I'm coming from, is I am like a little bit scared of it overall, just like the implications as far as like what is it going to do to our environment, like is it like so many people are going to lose jobs, like there's a lot of things about it I really don't like. So I mean, but it's also coming whether I like it or not. You know?
Imagine this. Let's say we had an AI agent that was watching our live right now, right? And we know there's different ways, like different spots that we want to do a clip. Well, we could be doing this live and it could be like, okay, that was the clip. And so then it automatically clipped it for us while we're live and while we're doing it. And so
that would be great.
That would be amazing.
Or like an AI agent to pull up these comments for me. That would be cool too.
Yep, exactly. And see, that is where I'm saying, if you can find AI that would do things, if like you can train the AI, because there's way too many people that say they use the AI and then they're like, well, we asked it to do one thing and it didn't work, so like, fuck it, we're not going to use it. Versus going, oh, okay, I would have to train it. Just kind of like if I was to hire somebody to help me with my community and I was like, hey, I need you to do XYZ, and they did like X and Z, but they missed Y, I'm not going to be like, okay, I'm not going to use you anymore. I'd be like, no, let's make sure we focus in on Y so it could pick up on the patterns, right?
Yep. 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 I mean, I'm with you. But also like, I just have so many reservations, you know? That was a good one. That one got really interesting.
Yeah.
All right, let's do let's see if I got any
Exactly.
more.
It exists, therefore learn all you can on it at the very least.
Yep. It's like, imagine like all these like mathematicians are like, yeah, you guys shouldn't be using calculators.
Calculators are going to make you dumb. I've heard that before.
Yeah.
It's like,
All right, let's do a
Yes.
fun one.
let's just bring this up. Marianne says it's not just
Oh.
content. Yes, you're right.
But that's where my head goes, just because that's what I do, you know?
But you got to remember, it could be the one scheduling it. It could be it could go find all of the information you need on what's working, what's not. It's going to recognize patterns way faster than you would if you train it.
Yeah.
So, I'm like, there's a lot of things that if we had the time to go train AI agents, maybe we should. Just saying. All right, go with your hill to die on. Uh-oh. What happened?
Ad copy, and he was telling him to take all of his ad copy for his like his Facebook ads that did well, and to train his AI on the ones that did well to make more, because the way Facebook ads have changed so much that they don't really last as long. Like you'll get an ad that works for like a week and it'll stop working, so you constantly need new ads running. And so he said to train an AI on his own stuff that works, and I can get behind that because there's more human behind it.
Yeah, we still need humans. We still want humans. But could you imagine if we could eventually get it to do like the tasks that we hate doing?
Oh no. Marianne says, "Can you use it to do your taxes?" I attempted to do that a month or so ago, and it got it slightly wrong. So just make sure you double check. Double check.
Yeah.
But you're better at AI than I am, so you might be all right.
So what is your next hill to die on? And by the way, remember, if you guys have hills to die on, share them so that we can discuss them.
Yep. My next hill to die on. Okay, so this is more of a personal thing, but I cannot watch a movie or anything on TV without subtitles. It doesn't matter how loud you turn it up, I have to have subtitles on. So that's my hill to die on. If you come over to my house to watch a movie with me, subtitles are going to be on. I'm sorry.
I'm going to agree with you because if I don't have subtitles on, I missed half the movie.
I know.
It's like, I don't know if it's that my brain needs something else to be doing while I'm watching it, which is like I'm reading while I'm watching, or if it is that like I maybe did like some stupid stuff when I was younger and now my hearing might be a little messed up.
Yeah, me too.
So,
Well, I played in a band, like a metal band, and my hearing is at probably 50% capacity, so I don't hear very well.
I've been on very many ranges, being very American of me, and didn't get ear protection for it.
Yep.
But I don't
Yeah.
know that I'm allowed to say that on YouTube, so I'm not sure.
Let me pull up this comment real quick. Oh, I just got off it. Cheryl stays awake for subtitles. Yeah, maybe I should do more of that. Yeah, I can't do it. Like even if I'm like got the iPad or something, it's right in front of my face. Like I literally cannot hear it like without seeing the words. It's a problem. It really is. Maybe I need to go get that checked out. All right. Do we got another hill to die on?
Does anybody else have a hill to die on? Because I mean, I have plenty of hills.
Let's see if anybody else has got a hill that they die on. I've also got plenty more. Let's see.
We need your sound bit.
Okay, here we go. Do you have a hills to die on?
So funny.
Oh wait, here we go. Here we got a hill to die on from Arden. Let's pull this up on screen. and we can argue about it. Jenna argues with Arden a lot. Arden says running only ads to a free community and having no other traffic source doesn't work. Yes, I heard somebody else say this the other day too. And what do you think that is?
I think having one traffic source is just stupid. Like, and I don't mean this as like a mean thing to anybody. If you're doing just one traffic source, in fact, right now, like I could be even calling myself out right now, right?
Right. Same.
It's just that
You're stupid.
Yep. You're not considering that your audience is going to be in so many different places. There's so many tools out there. We were talking about AI, but there are other tools that aren't AI to just maximize like getting more content out there. And if you're relying on ads, if you're relying on a platform, like your livelihood is based on some, like let's just say Meta. Your livelihood is based on whether Meta is going to be like, okay, you can keep running ads, or Meta is going to be like, we're going to take everything away from you and there's no customer support and you cannot reach us.
Oh, yeah.
And so then I don't know how many business owners I've talked to and they tried one source. Like I've had people that did a whole business in Facebook. They didn't collect emails and then their Facebook group was taken away. And I'm
that's
like,
a nightmare.
Why were you not doing that? You know?
I think I heard Arden say this because something about when you get these like really cold leads in there and like we said yesterday or the other day about the quick win, if you don't have something that can quickly get them to stay, that they're just immediately going to leave because they don't have any skin in the game. And so they'll just leave quickly. I think is why. But if you had like a podcast or a YouTube, they're probably more likely to stay in a free community. So I think that's what he said why.
Running only ads to a free community and having no other traffic source doesn't work. He's saying, like what I just said, he said, wait, that's a different hot take. What do you mean? Explain thyself if that is not where you're going with it.
I think what I just said, I think that's where he was going with it because I've heard him say that before.
Okay.
Well,
I like Samanda's.
Yeah, I was about to pull that one up. While we wait for Arden to explain himself.
Myself.
Let me pull up Samanda's. I don't like receiving voice messages. I can understand why. I think that's a shame because I love sending voice messages.
Arden has a good take on that. Everyone likes to send them, but they don't like to receive them.
Yeah.
I do not like voice messages. I do send voice messages though. But I think my thing is like, I wish that it would, on Facebook Messenger, it would be like, oh, you only can have 1 minute to send.
Yeah.
Those were better because it made people either be concise or whatever. And if people are going to ramble on, like just call them or something or don't say it. Like I had somebody send me, all right, I think I'd say this. This is going to be a little spill the tea moment for me. I had somebody send me a 23-minute voice message.
No, that's too long.
The amount of times that I put my phone down and like flipped my phone off because I was so annoyed that I had to listen to that shit it made me not even want to listen to somebody's 30-second voice message for a while. I was just like, no.
Well, how do you feel about
again.
looms? Or like, how do you feel about getting a loom or something like that? Is that
Getting
different?
I don't like that it shows that I viewed it because here's the thing. Like, I don't like red receipts.
Yeah, I don't either.
I don't
We
like
can
red
agree on that one.
receipts. And I don't like things that tell me that I viewed something or like whatever.
I want the ability to ghost you without you knowing.
Well, it's not even that. It's that when you think it's almost like people expect for you to respond once you've seen it. Yeah. And that is not the case. That's not life, right? Yeah. Like, I want to be able to see this whenever I want to, and I will reply when I can.
Yeah.
Because I'm sorry, I'm not on demand.
No. A little bit of pushback on the voice messages thing and looms is I've had some good experience with doing outreach to people who have like more like cold outreach, I've gotten better results with sending a voice message or a loom versus just a text, because like, oh, this is weird. No one's ever done this. And they'll be more likely to reply back. So I don't know. I don't know.
1 second.
Let's see. I asked if you like receiving looms. Let's see what she said. Let me pull it up. I don't like receiving voice messages, and I also don't like receiving videos. Is it what's the reason? Is it like a time issue? You just don't like want to have to sit there and listen to it, which I can understand that.
I call it being held hostage. Like, you held me hostage. I had to sit here and listen through this, or I'm going to be considered rude because I didn't.
She said, "Ryder, call me." I don't want anybody to call me. As a millennial, don't call me.
Yeah, as Cheryl said underneath it, I only like pre-warned calls.
Exactly. I have to gear myself up for it. I'm not just going to talk to you just because. Even my own mom.
Yeah, Arton said he went back to clarify. He said, yeah, the engagement is so bad and most people just leave. My hot take,
ads.
Yeah, running ads to a free community. My hot take is that's not a effing community. That was a funnel.
Yeah.
And that is my hot take, is if you treat your community like a funnel and not like a community, and you don't give a shit about your people, and you don't actually engage and interact with them and actually run the community, then yeah, your community is going to suck something. And apparently that's a really big hill I will die on because I'm having to censor myself.
I mean, I don't know anybody who would argue against that. That if you're just getting money and you're not actually being in your community, then yeah, it's a funnel. That's
Yeah,
all it
if
is.
you're running ads to a free community just so that you have leads to get them into your paid community, and you're not actually nurturing them, then you don't have a community. You just have a glorified email list.
You know how you can nurture them? Go live. No. Are we holding you hostage right now?
Are you feeling like you're held hostage?
People expect me to sit down
Blink
and pay attention to the whole
twice.
thing. I can read as fast or slow as I want. It doesn't require headphones or silence. Yeah. I guess for me, I've been a podcast producer forever, and I like audio. That's like my favorite medium. You guys can send me all the audio messages you want. I enjoy it. I don't like reading.
Incoming audio messages.
Everyone send me an audio message, and I will listen to every single one.
But no, okay. Think about it this way. Also, if you get a lot of messages, then what are you going to do when there's so many that took your entire day?
That's true. I'm not to that point yet. I'm not like you, where I'm famous.
I'm not famous. What the hell?
You're school famous.
Whatever.
Oh,
Where
man.
are... Yeah, I don't... I watch some replays. Samantha is saying
yeah.
she
Just pulled it
doesn't...
up. I pulled that up. I missed it. 1 second. That's the other thing, is I prefer call replays versus being on the calls, because I don't want to talk to anybody. If you just give me the information, I'll listen back. Because there's like, I like to wash dishes, or when I mow the grass or whatever. That's when I kind of like listen back to that kind of stuff. So I don't always have time to show up to a bunch of calls. So if they have a replay, I can wash dishes for 30 minutes or whatever and listen to that call. So replays are great for me.
I really enjoy being live on the call, like Samantha's talking about, but I want the permission to be on mute. Like, I don't want to be called upon necessarily, because then I'm like, okay, let me find, like, because I might be doing dishes, I might be trying to get something done, and
Yeah.
if I just wanted to be there to like spend time with you guys, but also not, like, I'll come in on and off on the live if I want to.
Yep. I'm going to pull up some comments here, and this is great. I can pull up 3 at a time. Look at this.
Oh, dang.
Cheryl likes to listen to replays because I can listen on 2x speed. Exactly. I can't listen to 2x speed in real life.
You're like, can you speak faster, please?
Yeah, can you speak a little bit? That's probably why I speak so fast. I speak like 100 miles an hour. James, going live is like spending time in the garden. Gotta observe the plants. Yeah, true. But it's also like watching a boiling pot. It never boils. No. Amanda, I'll watch the replay of this one because I have to go. Oh, okay.
Oh, we will miss you.
The hill was too. The hot take was too hot. She had to leave. All right, we'll see you later.
All right. It was hot. It was like, oh, I can't do this anymore. You have to lock in more, yeah. It's like, Arden, would you like to come on stream right now? And you're like, oh, shit, I got to be here.
You know, I almost brought him on just a second ago just to see how he would react.
Haha. Haha. Oh, does anybody want to come on live?
Yeah.
That's a question.
If anybody wants to come on, let us know.
Say yes, and we'll give you we'll message you a link, and you could come join us for a minute.
Yep. If you're brave enough. You don't have to, though. Just if you want to. We can talk about another hill.
All right.
Cheryl says she's usually with children a lot. Yeah. Yeah, for me during the summer, it's much, much harder for me to jump on calls because of the kiddos. That last one was mine. Do you have one that you want to talk about?
I know. This is where it's like you were the one that wrote yours down, and I didn't write mine down. I mean, we could always go back to if you kick people out of your community just because they aren't engaging the way that you want them to engage, then I think that you shouldn't have a community. There you go. That's my hot take, because I think if you're community focused, if you really care about the community, you say you care about the people, and you're just wanting to push them out because you're like, well, I'm putting all this work and they're doing nothing. What the heck? So it feels like ego, and it feels like ick, because people should be allowed to show up the way that they want to show up. Now, yes, would it be nice to spend time and talk with them? Yeah, but what if there's so many reasons? I've gone over so many reasons why it's don't do that.
I mean, there's a lot of communities I'll join just to watch the course, you know?
Or I want to see what the vibe is before I jump in.
Yeah.
But then I brought up like how my mom was not going to feel comfortable ever commenting or anything like that. And if you were going to tell me that you're going to kick my mom out because she doesn't feel comfortable with technology because she knows like what she says could last forever. If you're saying that you're going to kick my mom out, we're going to fight. That's it. My mom is the sweetest person I ever know.
People are busy. Yeah. Well, I've always used the analogy of a party. Like if you're at a party and there's someone that's just, sitting by themselves because they feel socially anxious or something, would you walk up to them and tell them, hey, you're not talking to anybody, so you're going to have to leave?
Yeah. There's been people that were so busy with work and stuff, or they are like, I don't really want to talk yet because I had to use my real name to like sign up on Skool. But if I don't want to say things because like right now I need to stay low, because if somebody were to find me here, then I could lose my job or my income, my livelihood. I know those people. They'll reach out to you sometimes in the DMs if you've built trust with them. Yeah. There's been people with like using fake names, and they were actually really well known in the business world, and they're trying to transition from business that's in real life and all of that and try to go be online for their business, but they cannot let anybody know that they're needing help, like because they're doing this, because it would it would not be good for their brand credibility. And so like there's reasons for people to lurk, and you need to let them lurk.
Yep. All right. I've got a good one.
Okay.
That's pretty controversial, actually. I do not believe that shadow banning exists. And I can prove it because I've heard so many people that are say, "Oh, I'm shadow banned." I'll look at their views and they're getting like 200 views. That's not that's not shadow banning. You're just not that great at making content. I'm sorry. And there's been plenty of times where it looks like I've been shadow banned. It's like, oh, I posted this video, I only got 10 views. What the heck? That's not normal. Because like on TikTok specifically, like you'll get 200 no matter what. And then I find out later, oh, it had something to do with the platform. Everybody was dealing with that. Or if like I don't get any views like around the 10-minute mark or the 10 view mark, it'll only last around a week. But if you keep pushing more videos out just like normal, it'll eventually go back. Just like little things can happen like that, but like you're not actually shadow banned. You might actually be banned if you've like violated some guidelines or something, but Yeah, I don't believe in it. I think you can
Yeah, I
post your
feel
way
like
out.
if you're actually in trouble, you're going to get 0 views or
And
maybe
even
up to
that,
10 because
and
of
even
followers.
that, even that, you can post your way out of it. And but
Yeah.
that's the problem is so many people will get to that point where they're getting like some kind of weird blip or something will happen and they'll get 0 views. They'll say I'm just shadow banned and they'll immediately give up. It's happened to me more times than I could count. And I
People
just
give up way too easy. They're always looking for an excuse to give up.
and that's why you should care more about making stuff rather than how it like what output you're getting, or is it input or output? I always get those two confused. It'll eventually go back to normal if you just consistently post just as much as you were. It'll go back. I mean, there's been I gave up on an account for over a year, came back to it later, started posting 0 views, 0 views, 10 views, 100 views. Within a month, I was getting like 1 million views. So I don't believe in it. I think like Arden says, it's a skill issue. Is that even a
Without mentioning any names, I want to say something that most people don't realize. They go to other people's accounts too and they see all these high views and stuff. I have worked on accounts that have millions of followers, and what you do is you put the content out there, and what's doing good is you keep up, and then you just private to my eyes only the stuff that's not doing good. So it's you're not seeing
loads
the
of
truth
Instagrams
behind.
do that?
Yeah, you're not seeing the truth behind like the channel when you're looking at theirs and going, oh man, they get so many views. No, there's people, there's
It's just
okay,
a
I can't-
strategy.
yeah,
Bad
like
strategy.
there's people with millions of followers and are well known in the entire global system that get like only maybe like your version is 200 views, but they get like maybe a couple thousand on something. And it's like, oh, that would be embarrassing if they left that on there, but they don't. They private it and only keep the ones that do well. So like, don't stop thinking that your content is not good.
Yeah.
To the point of like stopping, just use it and improve.
Yep. And they may not even be posting like a regular video. They may be doing like a trial reel. There's a lot of the big creators will do trial reels first. I've talked about this before of having a content testing ground where they already know what content is going to perform well on their main feed because they're doing trial reels, or they have a TikTok where they're pumping out 30 videos a day and they take whatever one performs best and then they'll post it on their actual feed on their Instagram or their actual TikTok. They might be posting on a backup somewhere to see what works. And so that's why it looks like they're doing amazing, is because you're not seeing all the failures. And Arden said it's a skill issue. It's not necessarily a skill issue. It's just a consistency issue. Yeah. Arden says trial reels. Trial reels. That's what it is.
I would agree. I think a hill that I would probably... Sometimes I'm like, would I actually die on this hill or not, you know?
Yeah.
It kind of goes back to the whole funnel thing, but a hill I feel like I would be willing to die on is that everybody needs a community. Like every business, any entrepreneur, they need to have a community. I think every single one should. Now, the little it depends part is it depends on if you're actually going to treat it like a community. I think that everybody should have a community and they should treat it like a community. If they're not, then I don't think they should have one. But I think if they really want to have a good community, if they really want to scale, if they really want to see it go far, if they want to have a business that lasts out, maybe even outlasts the whole AI shift and everything, then you need to start working on your business becoming a community.
I was trying to think of like a gotcha. I was trying to think of a business that wouldn't need one. And the first thing that came to mind was like my plumber. But then I started thinking, actually, that would be pretty cool if my plumber had a community I could be in. That I could ask him questions. You know what I mean? And it would just be like closer, easier contact to him. And I would probably trust him a lot more than other plumbers.
I think coffee shops should have a community. I think your local movie theater should have a community. Like there's so many different business ways that you could have a community and make it work. And it's just about connecting your people and giving your people a place to be more human versus then the email list or the texts that remind them like, hey, by the way, our local boutique has like 20% off today. Instead, you could have a community, know all your boutique members, all the people that have the same style and stuff could be sharing their outfits of the day. And then you could be like, hey, everybody, just so you know, we have a 20% off thing. And here's some of the cute styles that people made from stuff that's still in the shop. Like there's no business out there that I've been able to come across that shouldn't have a community.
Yeah, most are kind of doing something similar with Facebook pages. But it would be a lot better if it was more like a group kind of sense. Like,
Well,
I would say Facebook groups, but like it's so easy to just lose your whole following with Facebook.
Yeah, I will just straight up say school community versus just community. Because I know, like, for me, I feel that there's stability in school. I do know plenty of Facebook groups where they're trying to do stuff like that. But the thing is that your people aren't getting those notifications. Your people are not getting that information. It's not necessarily going on their news feed, especially because Facebook's going to look at it and be like, are you spending money on ads? Then we'll show more of your stuff. Or, you know,
Yeah.
like their
They
algorithm
make
is
it pay
so
to play.
skewed to just being for them. Like it's Facebook's advantage, not your advantage. And so when you have your community, you know how, like if you're on Skool, you know how your community can be getting the notifications and seeing it, and it's not like they're going to miss it when they log in to look at
That's
your
reason
community.
enough. That's reason enough. Because if you have a Facebook group, you make a post, only a certain percentage of those people are even going to get that notification. But with the school, you know, every single person, if they have notifications on, will. So yeah,
Yep.
I agree with you. We got another hill to die on here. Let's bring it up.
Dum,
From
dum, dum.
James. I think school should have plaques like YouTube that can be featured in content other than school games trophies. You should be able to earn a hat or a swag. That would be cool.
That would be cool.
That would be really,
Hey James, you should make a feature request, I guess.
Yeah, if you make a
In
feature
Schoolers?
request for that in Schoolers, I will back you up. I will like it
Yeah.
and comment and tell you +1.
It's kind of like, so I think that there should be more than just the school game stuff. But you remember, did you guys watch the school HQ tour where they showed that there's a shirt that's gray with a little orange cat?
No, I missed that.
Okay, so there's it's the school cat is on a gray shirt, and people were like, "Where is that? Is that coming to the merch?" Well, that shirt is for school staff or for school game winners. It's a new piece of merch, and it's really nice, high quality. And so that is kind of cool, but I think that it would be way cooler to also have those kinds of moments where, like, the school game winners have that gray shirt and it's like the school cat. But what if you had one that had like the little rocket? So it's very
Oh, wow.
subtle,
That would be
but it's
cool.
like just a little rocket there. So like, it's like if you know, you know.
Or
That
if
would be
like
cool.
even like something like if you hit level 8 or 9 on the leaderboard, you get like this special hat or something. I don't know. I've always liked that. I feel like it makes you feel more part of the community and you're more likely to stay with stuff like that.
Yes, Sam Evans, if you happen to find this clip at 58 minutes and 9 seconds, I want something for being a level 9 in Schoolers.
What? He's listening. He listens to everything in school. He's omnipresent.
Okay. Oh my goodness.
Oh man, Arden doesn't like school. Hold on 1 second. He can't be serious. This
He
man
doesn't like school merch.
What?
All
He's-
right, now I am sending a clip of this to Sam. Just
He's
kidding.
joking. I wish that the hat came in black, and I wish they had a hoodie. But I like the school merch. It's really high quality, like more so than a lot of different places that I've gotten merch from.
The school cat plushie is my favorite.
Yeah, I wish I had a boo sound effect, but I'll just do this one. There.
I like that.
The logos are way too big. No, that's what I like about it.
He's Gen Z, right?
Oh, that's true. We do have totally different sense of style. That's
Yeah.
true. All right.
Which, by the way, if people let us know, Arden's gonna say no, I don't want this. But if we were to do next Thursday millennial meme, what would you think? Instead of hills to die on, we all just share our favorite memes and we can bring them up.
There is a
and,
lot
like,
of good
talk
Gen
about 'em.
Z memes that I like too, though.
Okay, so how about we just do a meme
We
day,
just share our
a
favorite memes.
meme themed day.
Only for our Thursdays. Do we have any more hills to die on? You want to keep going?
Do you want to keep going? Do you have more hills to die on? I
Yeah.
think you said you had a lot.
I've got a lot of hills. I mean, I've got unlimited hills to die on.
Go for
This is something that we were kind of hinting at earlier, and this is honestly probably my biggest hill to die on. That I will talk about it till I'm blue in the face. That it should be when it comes to content or almost anything, that quantity is better than quality. And my reasoning is that you have no idea what quality is until you do quantity first. So if you're trying to do something like specifically content and you're trying to make the most quality thing possible, it's still going to be frankly shit because you don't know what you're doing until you do that quantity first. So like when I suggest people start making content, like literally just do as much as you possibly can and you will slowly get better. And then by the end of it, you're going to be putting out quantity and quality. So that's my hot take hill to die on.
I would agree with you. I think that, like, and I'm going to add like a side note to it. I think that you should focus on quantity and consistency. So
Yeah, for sure.
if you were to, my thing, like what I will tell people is like, I want you to do something daily. Do something daily because daily is where you see most winners succeed. But you also have to take the time then, like as you're getting the quantity out, you have to take the time to actually start to improve.
Yeah. It's like that. It's not.
So-
It's not practice. It's what is that called? What do people say? What's that saying? Is that? Oh, it's not. You don't, it's not practice. It's perfect practice. So you just get better and better and better as you're doing it. Yep. Oh, here's a good comment that I'm gonna pull up. But yeah, as far as like consistency goes and quantity, do as much as you possibly can without absolutely going insane. Like if you can only do this much a day, and you're being honest with yourself, then do that much. James says, Bluey, content quantity I think applies for Skool community too. I wonder what the average number of communities owned is. Huh. Content quantity I think applies for Skool communities too. Are you saying that you should have more than one Skool community? Or you should be spending more time in one community?
Or should you be spending more, or should you be putting out more content inside your one community?
Yeah, let us
Or
know.
in many communities? I want clarification, please. Thank you.
My other hot take, since we're talking about this, talking about schools, is I think comments are more valuable than posts. Yep.
You won't hear any arguments from me. I do think like what we recommend, especially like as we're like helping with moderation and stuff, is we recommend more time spent in the comment section because comments are where the connection's built.
He
it's more
believes you should have. You should believe you should have more than one. That's an interesting take that I've never heard. So that is interesting. I have thought. I have a million ideas. I could make 100 Skool communities right now. I actually have to slow myself down.
I think that it's especially if you're getting started. I think it's okay to get and try a bunch of different things, right? I think we've talked about that before. I know at least I have, where I've even said like, you can get a new trial on any new community you start, right?
Yep.
Like it's not just one 14-day
great
trial.
feature.
It's like a 14-day free trial on each community you start. So I think that you start as many as you want and get messy with it. Keep creating, keep building. get something to where you feel like it is good, and then when you're ready to like buckle down and focus, then I think you should probably narrow that down a bit.
James is saying, could you imagine being a gardener with one plant and hoping to produce enough fruit? So he's saying, like, don't put all your eggs in one basket. I can understand that. I think it depends on the person. I think if you know that you're going to be spread too thin, then maybe don't.
Mm-hmm.
But, if you have, enough mental capacity to do several communities, I mean, I guess go for it.
Well, I mean, it's also about like, are you being honest about your time too? Because there's a good amount of people that will be like, oh yeah, I'm working, I've been busy, I'm so busy. And it's like, doing what? Show me what you were doing. And they were just like pedaling around, jumping around, and not actually being a good steward of their time. Not saying like, oh, this is me posting, this was me commenting, this, because you can do more than one if you were really watching your time.
Yep. Arden's got a good one. Let me pull it up here. I thought I had it, but I didn't. Let me pull this up. 1 second. Let me pull up Arden's. This is a hot take. This is a spicy take. 99% of owners on Skool shouldn't position themselves as an authority. Yeah. I didn't. I don't have my Skool set up as me as being the authority. I think if you're going to do that, then you should have lots of proof. I feel like I do have some proof, but even I don't feel like I have enough to do that. So I think you're right.
What do you think is a downside to that?
The downside would be at what point are you just having imposter syndrome and you're not stepping into like the authority that you should be? So I think some people are like way overconfident and some people are way underconfident.
Yeah. And then also, hot take, if you don't position yourself as an authority, then you can't be upset when people don't see you as an authority.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So, I would agree with this, is that I don't know if 99% is the actual number that I would put there, right? They should maybe position themselves as an authority in like the space that they're in, right? So I think that I think it depends on what you're saying that they're positioning themselves as an authority of.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
That might be a bit high. Follow-up hot take, most people that do shouldn't and more people who aren't should. So they just need to switch.
Be like, if we were making a thumbnail for these, we would just put that as the thumbnail. Yeah. Both of those comments next to each other.
Yeah.
It's funny.
Awesome.
What is another hot take you have?
This is my last hot take.
Okay.
And honestly, it's going to be that same meme that Arden did with all the swords pointed at me. Mm-hmm. I think Android's better than Apple.
All right, this is over. This is bullshit. No, I will not agree with you at all. Apple is better, and I need to make a case on it.
It gives Colt and and like with Android, there's so much more customizability. Like I can get way more different apps. I can do way more different things. Like there's features that Apple gets that like I've had for like 7 or 8 years by the time y'all get it. I think there's a lot of reasons to do iPhone. The biggest reason that I've considered switching is just the like TikTok and Instagram are more set up for iPhone, so like the quality of the actual videos turn out better on Apple, even though my videos look better than my wife's iPhone 17 because I use a Google Pixel, she uses iPhone 17, and like our side-by-side comparisons, like mine blow hers away. But if we were to both post them on TikTok or Instagram, hers would look better just because of the way it's set up. So there's reasons for both, but my wife has always been an iPhone person. Every time I use her phone, I want to throw it up against the wall. Like, it's not as intuitive as they lead you to believe. Like, where the hell is your back button? What the hell?
Sounds like a skill issue to me. And I don't feel like making the Apple case.
I just feel
I'm
like
not here
Apple
to defend
people are
them.
like just like they never make it. They can't make a case because it's so brain dead.
No, I feel like it's one of those things where like you're looking at somebody and you're just like, I don't really even need to make my case. Like, if you don't like it,
I'm
then don't like it. I
just
mean, there
embarrassed
are
for you.
people that will, like, I know that the school team,
Mm-hmm.
okay, I know that the school team is primarily an Apple place. And they
Which
will
is
argue
stupid, and I'll tell you
people
why.
they will argue on it. I just don't feel like arguing technology.
Well, let me give you my school case. You ready? So, I think it's like 90% of the world uses Android. So, if school wants to get how many billion people on their platform, most of them use Android. So, if you want to actually get that many people, then you should freaking like make it where Androids work on your platform instead of like this crap that we got now where it barely works.
Post that in Schoolers. I don't care.
Oh, we've all posted it many,
You're
many
good.
times.
I'm not going to agree with you. We're just going to die on this hill.
All right, well, let's just let the other 90% of the world just not get on School because they're having
'Kay.
issues.
Bet. Not my job. I think there was one other thing that we were going to do for this. We were going to do the breaking news, right?
Yes. Let's pull it up real quick. Wait, what is it? I got so angry about
Remember?
the Android, I don't remember.
The wheel thing.
Oh, wait, is this the breaking news?
Yeah, I think we were going to do that. There's a new fun community.
Okay, ready?
Okay.
Breaking news.
Breaking news. All hail the wheel. There
All
is a
hail
new fun
the wheel.
community. He doesn't know we're doing this, by the way. We just wanted to share it with everybody. It was really fun. We were actually in Arden's community on Arden's live call. And it's Tim. Tim started sharing that he does this like gambling, but gambling for fun and not with like money. And it's just like trusting the wheel with your decisions. And that's also why it's called the wheel full stop. Like the wheel is what decided that the wheel was fun. So it is, if you're wanting to have fun, I think that he's going to be growing this even more. Obviously it's one of those, when it's a fun community, it usually is just, it starts at $1 and stuff to help with the community itself. But it has been fun so far.
It has been.
What do you think?
It's so much fun. It's one of the best ideas for a school community I've seen in a long time. So, like, for example, if we had a question, like, should I get an Apple or should I get an Android? Instead of making that decision for myself, I'll just ask the wheel. And so they'll put Apple and Android, we'll spin the wheel, and it'll say, oh, you get an Android. Yay! And you can't say no because you trusted the wheel.
All right, let's do it. Bet. Let's go in there and we'll put Apple and Android on there. And if it says Apple, then your next phone has to be an Apple.
I
you willing to do that?
Yes, because I trust the wheel with my life. I'll hail the wheel. So yeah, if the wheel tells me to get an Apple, I will sell my Pixel right now and go get an Apple. That's
Oh
how
my
much I trust
gosh.
the wheel.
I feel like this is gonna be one of those moments that you're like, then you're like, never mind, I'm done with school. I won't be here anymore because I want my Android back. What are some things like? I think it's funny because like one of the things we talked about was that in the classroom he could already have like pre-selected, like you just buy the classroom, you don't know what's going to be in there, but it is the wheel saying yes or no. And so you're basically letting fate decide, because there's sometimes things that like the answer doesn't fully matter, and you could go and just let instead of having like the back and forth and the procrastination of making a decision, you could just go ask a wheel, right?
Yeah. I mean, if you're overthinking things, if there's something you just don't know the answer to, ask the wheel. And it's just it's just a lot of fun. It's just a lot of
What
fun.
are some things that you would ask the wheel besides Apple and Android? And anybody else want to answer this, go for it.
What are some things that we could ask the wheel? I mean, really anything. Well, like for example, I'm having this beef with my friend. Should I just say I'm sorry, or should I send a 23-minute voice memo letting them know I don't like them?
No, That one was crazy because it was a business decision that this person was making, and they went back and forth, did a full circle on that thing about 5 times, as if they were talking. I was like, are you schizophrenic or something? Like, that's how I was feeling.
Mm-hmm.
So annoying. I think if I was going to ask the wheel something, I would probably put things in there like, this is so mom of me. I put different things like, should I make soup today or should I make a salad? And then like let it pick, because like I just don't want to have to think about it.
That would be fun. Yeah, but it's just we've been having a ball, just asking the wheel different questions. So
now it could be really scary because like, what if you were asking like really important things like, should I buy this house or not?
Oh yeah,
What
I don't know if I would
like
trust
that?
the wheel that much.
Like, how much do you trust the wheel? Are you truly all hail the wheel? That sounds like you might not be.
Here's something we can ask the wheel: is Jenna real?
No,
That's
I'm
a good
not.
question. Let's ask the wheel.
Yeah. We could bring up a wheel now. Do you want to bring up a wheel?
We could bring up the wheel. Yeah, let's bring up the wheel. Let's ask it if
Okay.
you're real.
All right. Let me look it up real quick.
Bringing up the wheel. While she's bringing it up, thank you guys so much for listening to our Hills to Die On. It's been a lot of fun.
I just wrote, is Jenna real in the wheel instead of like, Jenna is real. Jenna's not real.
Are you having you developed a complex now? You don't even know if you're real.
I don't even know.
Having an existential crisis over here.
This is what happens when we play Hills to Die On. My brain just goes into overload. Okay. I have to share screen, right?
Yep, you
Okay.
do. Share it.
Entire screen.
Share.
So we're going to find out. All right, so we need another wheel to say, when do I start this wheel? You tell me when to start it.
Ready, set, go.
Okay.
Find out, is Jenna real or not real?
This is going to be weird.
Oh. Jenna is real.
Oh, I'm real.
Oh, wow, that was really loud.
That was loud. Too bad, Arton. I am real.
Yep.
Okay. This was like the the weirdest end to one of our morning shows ever.
Yeah.
Nice.
But
times.
this is how Thursdays go. It's a little less structured. We do silly things. We might argue. But at the end of the day, we're all friends, right?
Yes.
And we can disagree on things.
Cheryl predicted it. She said that I am real. She could sense it. So, you know, Cheryl was Cheryl's real. There we go.
That would be another hill to die on. I think we're all in a simulation. None of this is real.
Oh man. You know what?
We can talk about this another time.
What we need to do is we need to have a conspiracy Thursday where we talk about different conspiracies and what we think about them.
Well, next week, should we do memes or should we do conspiracy theories?
Man, I think we need to do conspiracy theories because I don't think that people landed on the moon.
Oh
Just
my
saying.
gosh. Right after Artemis launched yesterday? Gosh.
We might have to, I don't know, maybe it depends on how much we have to prepare for it to like back up our conspiracy
No,
theory.
we'll have just like completely unhinged conspiracies where we just say crap that we don't actually know is true or not.
Okay, so we just share it and we don't have to back it up?
Yeah, we don't have to back it up. You don't have to back up anything. This is the
Okay.
school morning show. It's just for BS.
Be like, this is what I believe, and if you don't believe me, then oh well.
Yeah. Honestly,
All right.
honestly, next week could probably get messier than today.
See you next week, maybe?
Yeah. But we will see you tomorrow because we are going to be talking about. Do you remember?
Oh, was I supposed to say it?
Yeah, that was your part.
Oh, okay. We're going to be talking with Jennifer. We're going to be talking with Jennifer, and her community, which happens to be on a subject that sometimes can be a little bit iffy when it comes to social media. So we thought it would be a good topic for us to go over and share like some tricks to maybe like how do you work with a topic that people are gonna want to know about, but then Dominic, if you do not stop, oh my god.
But maybe like social media, like may now like some of the words that you say. So we might go over
Mm-hmm.
some different words or workarounds to how you can say certain phrases or words on social media so that you won't get banned, basically.
Right. Yeah, it's like if you're trying to get traffic and you want people to find your stuff, you still need to talk about it, but you also don't want to get in trouble with social media platforms and algorithms and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
So,
We'll be doing that tomorrow. Oh, Cheryl says next week we should do meme and conspiracies together. That's an even better idea. All right.
I think that sounds like a good one.
We'll see you tomorrow.
All right. Bye.
Bye.